This is Newberg Mayor Rick Rogers on Sunday, June 28th. I hope this message finds you well and healthy. In health news, I understand that from a recent news report that COVID cases, there are only 2 states that are showing declining infection rates nationwide, and both happen to be quite far from us in Rhode Island and Connecticut. Cases in Oregon continue to rise, having set single-day total records here at the end of June. Which brings us to the topic of mandatory face coverings. This is a topic that we've heard quite a bit about at the city. As you know, all but one of the counties that surround us are required to wear masks in public indoor facilities. The decision on whether Yamhill County will opt into the governor's order belongs to the county health department and the Yamhill County commissioners. But safety comes first, and whether the order is mandatory or not, please avoid crowds, maintain social distancing, wash your hands often, and yes, wear a mask in public. We have a holiday weekend coming up. Please stay healthy. On another subject, the council election. As I mentioned before, 3 city council seats will be up for election in November. Districts 1, 3, and 5 will be contested for a January start to a 4-year term. In addition, the District 4 seat is now vacant. The remaining portion of that term, it's a bit more than 2 years, will be filled by appointment in August. If you are interested in any of these positions, please contact City Recorder Sue Ryan, sue.ryan@newbergoregon.gov, for information. To find out which district you live in, there is an interactive map on the city's website. And a couple notes about the city organization and the city structure. There are 6 districts in the city. Councilors represent their district but are elected by voters citywide. The mayor may reside in any of the 6 districts and is elected by all voters within city limits. The council meets twice a month, the first and third Mondays of each month. The work session, which focuses on exploring issues more deeply, begins at 6 p.m. The business session begins at 7 p.m. and contains hearings, proclamations, and resolutions needed to conduct city business. We also hear public comment during this time. Meetings typically do not go longer than 10 p.m., or at least we hope they don't. The council is responsible for high-level policy decisions. The vast majority of the city's 140 full-time equivalent employees report to the city manager. Using this analogy, the council is the board of directors, while our city manager, Dan Weinheimer, is the CEO. The city is separated into 6 departments, led by a department head or a chief, who reports to the city manager. Those departments are community development, which includes building and planning, finance, information technology, library, police, and public works. Public works includes engineering, operations, and maintenance. Other city functions include legal, which oversees the code enforcement department, and the municipal court. Again, if you are interested in learning more about these positions that are available, or the city itself, contact Sue Ryan, or you can send me a note as well. On the topic of social justice, we have begun the process of forming an equity task force here in Newberg. We plan to draw on our community partners to begin the discussion on how to address issues of implicit bias and institutional racism. In addition to the city, others that we hope to have at the table from the start of the discussion are George Fox University and the school district. The 4th of July. This week we celebrate our nation's independence. Please celebrate safely. While we don't have the St. Paul Rodeo to look forward to, and the Old Fashioned Festival has been canceled for later this month, we can still celebrate at home. Fire up the grill, get out the hamburgers, the hot dogs, apple pie, and ice cream. Just celebrate safely in a socially distant manner. If you'd like to reach me, please do so at rick.rogers@newbergoregon.gov. Thank you, and happy 4th of July. Stay safe.